Hello. My name is Tony, and I'm here to discuss whether migrant workers still relevant in today's recession. I received an email this morning which is from a leading immigration publisher quoting an article in the Wall Street Journal, which points out that an infusion of innovators is even more needed in a recession. Companies founded by immigrants include Yahoo, eBay and Google. Half of Silicon Valley startups were founded by immigrants. This is up from 25% a decade ago. Further research shows that 40% of all patents in America are awarded to immigrants. A recent study by the Kaufman Foundation found that immigrants are 50% likelier to start businesses than natives. A new wave of immigrant-founded technology firms employ 450,000 workers in the US, and this is growing rapidly. Immigrants, if recruited correctly, using proper screening procedures that have been designed and made suitable for recruiting foreign workers, and if they have been recruited for the right reasons such as to fill skills gaps, do have a lot to contribute to any economy that has a shortage. Most of the issues about taking jobs from American workers seem to be taking things to the extreme. For example, many of the H-1B visas are taken by people like internet technology professionals in the Silicon Valley. A good, well-qualified and compatible American candidate will not be turned down for an H-1B applicant, as it doesn't make sense to do so. There are three main reasons for this. 1. There is no guarantee they will get the visa. 2. It's expensive to do. And 3. It takes time. It can take 6 months if you include the screening and recruiting process, filing with the Department of Labor for a labor certificate approval, and then on to applying with the USCIS for an approved petition. If successful, this will finally lead to the applicant being able to take an appointment at the U.S. Embassy, which is never guaranteed to result in a visa. In fact, often it doesn't result in a visa approval, unless employers work with reputable companies. For example, the Overseas Recruitment Association, who will know the local markets well, and who will know what to look for to ensure only the best quality applicants. It could be that the applicant has not been completely truthful in their application, and the embassy will pick up on these things very quickly. Suddenly, the months spent on the application have gone to waste, as the application gets rejected and the visa is not issued. With H-2B visas we have a much different situation, one which we have witnessed firsthand ourselves. Problems arise due to very poor quality applicants being pushed onto the employer by agents who are more interested in making money. Many of these agents do not understand a proper screening process. However, if done properly and by the right recruiters, and for skilled jobs like welders, fitters, mechanics and many other blue-collar skills that are hard to fill in the USA even during a recession, then this is a great solution to employers. What never fails to surprise me in USA, and this is not a criticism, but it is an interesting observation, that is, that there seems to be very little awareness that there is a worldwide competition for the very best skilled workers from countries like the Philippines, India, Eastern Europe and South America. Canada, for example, needed masses of skilled workers, from nurses to skilled welders and pipe fitters, and they succeeded in bringing thousands of the very best people in from a very limited international pool. Along with Australia, the Canadians have recognized the need for migrant workers and what they can offer to the economy. Perhaps this is not such a big issue for America, as the US immigration and recruitment market tends to go for the Mexican workers, while the Australians, Canadians and British are cherry-picking the very best from Philippines, India and other countries, and they are taking all the fluent English-speaking skilled tradesmen. Australia has been at the forefront of attracting the very best workers through a good visa system. Their system allows businesses to rely on faster and more consistent results than many US employers may enjoy. There is often a lottery at the US Embassy for applicants to get visas, after nearly 4 months of the H-2B process from the employer, while they struggle to get through Department of Labor and the USCIS. It's not unusual for American employers to be left disappointed with no visas for their workers at the end of a long process, but this would be unlikely in other countries. Using recruitment partners now also means taking on an additional liability, because of the H-2B rule that was introduced in January 2009. This law states that if any workers have paid any money by the agents abroad, then the employer should repay this money to the workers. So how does an American employer go forward with these terms and liabilities? The only way now left to properly recruit workers from abroad and be without liability and at no charge, is to use a recruitment and immigration specialist, such as the Overseas Recruitment Association. We will be the employer, and we can contract the workers out to you as a temporary recruitment and staffing service, and we will pay all the visa process costs. This way you have no risk. With the Overseas Recruitment Association, you have a partner who knows the local markets, and who can use that experience to find and verify the very best workers. All you have to do is sign a few documents, and agree to take the workers when they arrive.